Hello everyone, my name is Yufery, and today, I'd like to tackle a complaint addressed toward the MLP episode, Ghostbusters. This one states that the episode is flawed and that it treats the main six reacting negatively towards Trixie's boasting as a good thing. However, I would like to explain why I think otherwise. So, let's get into it. In order to fully understand this criticism, we'll have to first understand the material of which it was formed. On November 19th, 2010, the 6th episode of the first season of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, aired on the Hub Network. The episode detailed the events of a boastful show pony named Trixie that comes to Ponyville, gloating about her so-called unrivaled talent. Her extreme arrogance causes Applejack, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and Spike to become annoyed. The group attempts to bring Trixie down from her pedestal by attempting to have Twilight show off her magic, but since she didn't want to appear like she was bragging, Twilight instead ran off. The plot continues with Spike trying to convince Snips and Snails, two young ponies who believe every word that Trixie says, that she should have proof that she defeated an Ursa Major, a magical beast that she claims she managed to defeat on her lonesome. This inspires the two to try to find an Ursa Major so that Trixie can prove that she is capable of defeating one. However, this plan backfires as Trixie, who is in a panic, admits she never truly did defeat one and that she was lying. Luckily, Twilight, after being notified of the situation by Spike, managed to come along and is able to defeat the beast in a more peaceful manner. Twilight then realizes, with the help of her friends, that there's nothing wrong with having talent, so long as you apply it in the correct situations and don't brag about it. She also points out that the creature she surpassed wasn't actually an Ursa Major, but rather an Ursa Minor, a less powerful creature. Twilight then has Snips and Snails clean up the mess the Ursa Minor caused, since they're the causes for it coming to Ponyville in the first place. She also writes a friendship lesson to Princess Celestia about what she's learned. As I'm sure many of you already know, this complaint comes in throughout the start of the episode, as it criticizes those four characters for their supposed overreaction to Trixie's boasting. It's supported by the fact that Trixie is a show performer, and that she was simply acting the way she did because of that. It further goes on to state that this shows how it villainizes show performers due to their exaggerated boasting, much like how Trixie does it. However, for this complaint, I want to start off my side of the argument with a simple question. Does it actually villainize show performers, or does it just villainize Trixie? I can understand where this complaint comes from, as it's easy to interpret those four characters' criticisms towards Trixie as them overreacting to her boasting and not getting that it's only for show. However, as the episode goes further on, it shows that this is just how Trixie acts, making those complaints towards her entirely justified. Yet, it could still be seen as villainizing show performers in the beginning. But, towards the end of the episode, a couple lines of dialogue change this. The first of which is when Rainbow Dash said,
"Trixie's just a loudmouth."
and the second of which is when Applejack said,
"All hat and no cattle."
The reason these lines change everything is that it implies they dislike Trixie for bragging about abilities she doesn't possess. This is supported in the beginning by the fact that Trixie was just putting on a flashy show without actually performing any extremely talented magic. This was even hinted at when Applejack mentioned the line, "fancy new ribbons." So, it never actually villainized show performers as a whole, rather just criticized ones like Trixie that bragged about their abilities while only producing subpar results. What further supports this is that the episode never once said that show performers boasting is bad in itself, just that it is when they go overboard with it and set expectations for themselves that they possibly couldn't live up to, as previously stated. But if you're still skeptical, then I should ask, are show performers boasting about their supposed talent really a good thing? I mean sure, it's all just for character, but does that really validate it? After all, I'd imagine it would be pretty annoying to see performers going overboard with their gloating. Plus, it really isn't necessary, as it doesn't add to their performance at all. All it does is set expectations for them that they most likely won't be able to live up to. So in short, Trixie acts incredibly boastful throughout the episode, even when she's not on stage, thus validating the criticisms towards her. The episode doesn't actually villainize show performers as a whole, but rather indirectly criticizes ones that go overboard with their bragging and set unrealistic expectations for themselves, much like Trixie did. However, if you still have doubts, then you should consider if this boasting is even good or not, as it could potentially be seen as fairly annoying and overall just unnecessary. So, that's all for this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, then stick around for next time, and be sure to let me know your thoughts on this scenario in the comments below. Goodbye, and have a great day.